In this video, we are going to learn how to make a COVID-19 simulation via Scratch programming. This is only part 1, so I'm just going to give an overview on how we are going to do the simulation. This background that you can see is actually a picture that I've taken during one of the simulations. The agenda for this video is that we're going to do the project overview, the simulation results, and of course the conclusion. If you want to learn how to code the simulator, then you can go to part 2 of the video. So this is the project overview. Our objective is to simulate how pandemics like COVID-19 spread. We have some assumptions. For example, the total population in the enclosed city is 100. That means that none of the 100 people can go out of the city and nobody can come into the city. And the death rate is 7.1%, which is what I just got recently. And we are also going to assume that it takes 14 days for recovery from the virus. And we have some variables, for example, the number of safe people, the number of deaths, the number of active cases, and the number of quarantined people. The tools is just only the Scratch programming language. Alright, so this was the results during one of the simulations. This is a snapshot during the middle of the simulation. By then, there was 1 death, 11 people quarantined, 27 active cases, and 72 safe people. The safe people are the people who are infected, or the green people. The active cases are the people who are infected but aren't quarantined. But these active cases over here includes the quarantined people. The red people are just the infected people who are quarantined. And the yellow people are the quarantined people. Both active cases and quarantined people exclude the deaths. And there's 1 death, so it just disappeared. This is the graph at the end of the simulation. This green graph over here is the number of safe people. Orange is the number of deaths. Yellow is the number of quarantined people, and red is the number of active cases. You might be surprised that at this point, at a point of that time over here, the safe people is quite low compared to the whole of the population, which actually is because that this is just a simulation. With more people, the results might become more realistic. So now we go to our conclusion. We can conclude that pandemics can spread easily but can also end without vaccines. Obviously, I don't mean that the pandemic really ends, because even though in this city the pandemic has ended, in real life we'll need vaccines and cures to end pandemics. And quarantine helps to slow down the spread of viruses. As you can see, this yellow graph can help this green graph to come back up here and make everyone recover, of course, except for those 2 deaths. And computer programming can help simulating the spread of viruses. For example, this is just a computer program simulating the spread of viruses. Alright. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, and that's the end of this video. Don't forget to look out for part 2.